Angela, carry on with the show, darling. Don't let him distract you.
All
Go
right.
for it.
Thank you, Corey.
See you in a bit, though.
There you go.
Use all the old clips, Angela. If he can use an old clip of me, you can use an old one. Kick me out.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Corey. I think it's. Are you still there? Oh, okay. Right. Let's put this back on. Now, if anyone's wondering why I'm speaking on her parenting, right? Not her children, her parenting. It was because she sat there and said, if I had children, social services would remove them. So now what am I going to do now? I'm going to go back at her and play videos of her parenting. Yeah? You saying that, I used to look after my niece. Yeah, so you're basically saying I shouldn't have looked after my niece. So you're talking about kids yourself. And this is the thing with you, Top Girl. Another thing is, yeah, you sit there and talk about other people, but when they go back at you, don't talk about my children, don't talk about my children. But you can say the shit about the most on here. About others, other people. Right. What we got next? Thank you, Jojo. Thank you, Lisa. I'm sick of the double standards. I'm sick of people hiding behind their family. Do you know what I mean? Saying the most on social media. Yeah, be a responsible parent, yeah? And stop trolling. How about that? Yeah? You're responsible for your family. Now, I can't get this back up. Damn it. It's going to be small. Every time I put someone in the box, I don't know why this box plays up. How do I get rid of this? Can't get rid of this bloody thing. I might have to have it small, guys. Is it too small? Right, okay, trigger warning, guys. It is Canadian Angie after all.
He would. Nobody would know him.
I'm leaving it like that, guys. I know it's small. I'm leaving it like that. I can't enlarge it.
That he has now, his people there, his followers, they're all because of Evil Queen. Nobody would even know his face. Nobody would even know his name on TikTok if it wasn't for her. And again, I'm just speaking the truth. You know that I'm not going to sit here and say something about her, whatever, if it's right. That's just my opinion. Like, he's just fucking... He's got, 3K in there, whatever he gets, because of her. The only time his numbers went up was when him and Rickster and Levi were doing...
You know what? I've said this myself, right? So we all know Corey from EQ. However, then he came back on, I think, onto my platform. Then he got to know Ems, blah, blah, blah. But I've said it and I'll say it again. It's about maintaining the viewers. Yeah? Okay? Many people have got platforms on me, EQ, various people. But it is keeping those viewers. And that's what counts. And Corey has kept the viewers. I said this to Corey on a phone call to him, actually. And I'll say it again, Corey does get the most viewers on his FYP.
And that whole thing is...
So that he is doing something right.
Shit on her. That's why he got the numbers that he did. Because he was being a dick and he's a fucking money-hungry little PRICK. Right? And then he goes and sits with Delusive. After all the I agree with that pineapple. After all the stuff, the stuff he says to her doesn't really bother me, but the stuff that he said on Favorited was bone chilling. Why are you going on Favorited to chop her to pieces? Why? You do it on the app and she laughs at it. Whatever.
He does it on the phone as well.
That's fine. Nobody cares. But you went on Favorited and cut that woman to shit. So I kind of see what she was saying. Why would you go and send her flowers after all the crap you say about her? So I get that, and then
I can understand why people may think that. But we've said it before. Listen, this is our job. We have a back and forth at times. Do you know what I mean? As far as Corey states fans honest. That's why he has the numbers. We love him. Yeah, I think he's entertaining. Absolutely, I watch him at times. That's the time I get a little break, to be fair, and I like to come off and do my own thing. But at times I do watch him and see, he does get the goss. People love the drama,
Reason you have that platform is because of I
thought it was a lovely thing to do.
Because nobody would even know your name.
The guy got me some lovely flowers, right? Spent a fortune on them. And you got people having a go that he got me some flowers. I think it was lovely. And I didn't throw them in the bin, by the way.
And remember, you used to kiss her butt gifting her. Do you remember that? So that's how anyone even fucking knows who you are, Corey. So no, you didn't conquer Evil Queen. You didn't beat Evil Queen. She could beat you into the ground today if she wanted to. Sorry, go on, Bella.
Yes, I did.
I'm going to be very honest, right? I believe, EQ has fallen off the app. Absolutely. She's getting about 1.5K in. I believe it's because of Corey. I think it was the exposure he done on her. I think it's a lot of things.
He was. He would. Nobody would know him. The friggin' thing that he has now, his people there, his followers, they're all because of Evil Queen. Nobody would even know his face. Nobody would even know his name on TikTok if it wasn't for her. And again, I'm just speaking the truth. You know that I'm not going to sit here and say
I think
something.
sometimes people need a bit of a lift up. Do you know what I mean? I think a little, like a kickstart. And that's, I think, what Corey got. Kiku didn't think he was going to do well. She was surprised that he did. And, he's kept his viewers. And like I've always said, I've had people that's got a platform from me sitting on 30 viewers. Didn't succeed because they couldn't keep the viewers,
Or whatever, if it's right. That's just my opinion. Just fucking... He's got 3K in there, whatever he gets.
Is that repeating?
The only time
That
his
is
numbers
repeating,
went
isn't it?
up
I
was
thought it was repeating, yeah. Just a nosy bitty I'm the same, man. I like a bit of drama. Karma Kaz Karma Kaz is a good example. Yeah, EQ gave, Karma Kaz a platform. Did he succeed? No. I mean, is he even on the platform? I don't see him. Last time I saw Kamikaze, I have nothing against Kamikaze, but last time I saw Kamikaze, I think he was on about 40 viewers. So he didn't, keep hold of his viewers. Right, what have we got next?
Going on.
Okay, I'm not going to play that one yet.
There's
Alex gives us an opinion. I don't know the whole situation with this. Alex gives us an opinion on Luke's mod's child being allowed to gift. Can anyone just quickly explain what happened there? I think from what I heard, this mod allowed her child to use her TikTok and gifted Luke. Is that what happened? And how old is the child? Can anyone explain? Hello? 13. Okay. Right. Okay, now we've got 15. Right. Now we've got 14. Make your mind up. Okay, so a teenager. Right, so that's gifted Luke. Luke knew who it was. The child was sat next to her where they're not. Someone's put, that's Luke's fault though. It's the parent. What? Right, okay, let's just listen.
a little bit left of the video.
Sorry, I'm afraid it's small, guys. I can't get this. I'm trying to get it bigger. I'm not going to restart.
2 minutes.
Can't.
But I'm going to give my opinion on this whole situation. And people are going to spin it because I've had an opinion before about this. Yeah, I'm going to be real with you. It's wrong. 100% wrong. People are saying about, oh, yeah, but...
I don't know if this is old news. I only got sent this yesterday. And I haven't had an opinion on it, so...
It's not that big. And I understand what Papa Blaze is saying about, like, you give your kids to tip people. I understand that. But we're talking about the dark internet here. You know what I mean? So, okay, you let your daughter... I'm going to put it out there for you now. You allow your daughter's got coins on her account that then goes into a live, gifts someone, and then that person reaches out to them to thank your daughter. Then you have an adult. The mother was there. Like the thing is, the mother's never with all the time around their children's phone. A mother is never always with their child's phone 24/7, especially not at 15 years old. All it takes is then an adult then reaching out to a child saying, "Thank you for that." Then, bang, you've got a potential grooming situation. Then, potential. Not going to say it's happening, but I've been around the app. I've seen it for what
How
it is.
well does Luke know the mod? I mean, I don't think it's that deep. I really don't. Luke knows this person. It's his mod, and I don't know whether he speaks to this mod off TikTok and The daughter's been gifted, and so what? Here's Luke. Hey, Luke.
Hello, Angela.
Hello.
So, quickly, what happened? I'm just getting out of the bath. Sorry, Angela. I'll put a towel on for you. What happened was she is a relatively new moderator, and I didn't find out till the next day on the Saturday when I was at the Gallops. One of my mods rang me and said, listen, I need to make you aware of what another mod has done. She told me that she allowed her daughter in to gift and blah, 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 whatever. I rung that mod. I went mad. I said, I don't have my own nieces and nephews in the live. I want your daughter blocked out the live. Any money she's gifted, I returned. It was like 7p in roses, something like that. And I went mad at the mods and told the mods, and that was it.
I don't think it's that deep, though, Luke. So
No,
what?
no, but my haters would make it deep, Angie. Like your haters would make something deep. It's just haters that come on. They want some clout off my name. I felt I dealt with it. I mean, Alex said he would have dealt with it in a different way.
Yeah.
Angie, I found out the next day. Joanne rung me and said, listen, I need to make you aware of this just happening. I rung the mod straight away. I told her I don't even let my nieces and nephew that are 14 and 15 into my room. They're blocked. So you are to block your child immediately, and anybody under the age of 18 is not allowed in my room.
Yeah.
She was crying. She went into the Discord. She apologised to everybody. I said, listen, this is just my opinion. I wouldn't let, if I had a child, I wouldn't let them on TikTok, and especially not the drama side. She said she wasn't going to, and that was it.
Yeah, I think I think it's crazy, TikTok. I'm not going to lie. You know, I just think everyone's terrified of being called a peddler.
Yeah.
That's the problem, isn't it? And people are scared. People are terrified. Oh my God, it's a child. Oh. You know, it's not that deep. It was a few.
Yeah, you've literally got another one of my haters that I blocked in here called Tina saying proof. Tina, the proof's been put out there by the parent. She's got all my WhatsApp messages, everything. She can post them. This is the problem, Angie. The haters that haven't got anything on you, they will make a big deal out of something that I felt was dealt with. Angie, is there anything you feel I should have done differently?
No, not at all. I don't think it's that deep. I think it's ridiculous.
All right, Angie. Thank you for letting me up, Angie. I'll see you at 3:30.
Bye. See you at 3:30. Stop advertising your life. You know what? There was an experiment on TV once, and two children were lost in a shopping mall. And I do kind of get it in some ways, though, thinking about it. But however, they were distressed, upset. Not one adult helped the children, but I do get it. I mean, I think the best way is to go and get a security guard, right, and say there's a child that's lost, instead of approaching the child, because of the world we live in now. So I kind of do get it. However, but when adults walked by and questioned as to why you didn't do anything, you know, I think they all said because I was scared in case people thought I was going to steal the child, or I was scared in case I was going to be classed a peddler. And that's unfortunately the world we live in. But however, I do get it. You know, I think the best way is to, you know, contact a security, isn't it, in the shopping mall? Do you know what I mean? It's a difficult one, though, isn't it? It really is. But thank you, Stacey. But I think it's TikTok's the same. Oh my God, you replied to a child? You're definitely a peddler. What? No. I'll just, they actually just sent me a message saying they don't want to be here anymore because they're suffering with their mental health. I sent them a message back with these numbers, you know, to contact, because that's what I would do. I don't know about you, but apparently to a lot of people, they probably wouldn't even reply because they're terrified people going to call them a peddler. It's crazy. Absolutely. I mean, this is not that deep at all. It's stupid.
I've seen sick people on this internet, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, if you saw someone, you know, distressed that was young on the street, would you not go and help them? But that's the world we live in now. You probably wouldn't.
See a child online asking for, you see a child online gaming, doing nothing wrong, just gaming. You are worried because there are adults gifting that child and potentially having a conversation. It works vice versa. Say if you give someone a gift that doesn't normally get gifts and it's an adult, and they reach them out saying, "Oh, thank you," follows them back. Problem. That would happen without the gifting. I know, but you're initiating them by sending a gift as well, Papa Blaze. You're initiating a gift to someone. I know it can happen afterwards. The app's wild. Don't get twisted. I know about this app. This app is crazy. But for that you have to take accountability. You have to take somewhat of accountability. And I'm not being funny now. And I'm not calling anyone out here. What parent wants to watch Luke's FYP anyway? I mean, who wants their child to watch Luke's FYP? You know, it's drama, slurs. You know what I mean? That's what the FYP is. You got people in there. You got people getting pissed up in boxes. You got people that are saying the maddest of things. People.
Can I ask you a question,
attacking each
right?
other.
Right, so if you see a child in distress, right, and you see a woman that's approached that child, you probably wouldn't think anything of it, right? But would you if it was a man? You probably would, wouldn't you? Because I think I would.
In the comments, for me, you know what I mean? Let's be real. I wouldn't like it. If you see a kid in your chat, Papa Blaze, and you was live and you knew that was a child in your chat, would you boot them out your live? Everyone would, wouldn't we? You know what I mean? We would not allow children in our live. You'd block them and move them out. And then she was saying, and then the fact is, Steph was saying she got pinned. No, she pinned herself. According to what I got told by the person from Luke's live, that she pinned herself to acknowledge people that there was a child in the chat.
Is it Paula? You'll be surprised how many people
14.
wouldn't help because of this.
And isn't me digging out Luke? This isn't a Luke issue, really. I know it's Luke's live and stuff. I ain't digging out Luke. The thing could have been dealt with a lot different. And you know, as a person, you have to be honest with. You have to be honest with yourself. The whole situation was not right. Because if people, you remember, you got to think there is wrongers on this app, and you know, it's just, I don't know, man. I just think there's just a lot of things that could have been dealt with different there. I'm going to play the rest of the clip because I've got a little bit more to say on it.
Have a child on under 13 with a shared account where you control.
But Steph was pinned and not the child. But you've acknowledged there's a child in the chat that's her daughter, regardless of the situation. There's a child in the chat, you know, and then that the person was mentioned. I don't see like where people are trying to deter away from it. I'm pretty sure that it's pretty obvious, you know, things could have been dealt with better there. You know, I mean, everyone made out Brett was a peddler, didn't they? Everyone was trying to come at a different angle. Let's be real now. People were trying to make out Brett was a peddler because there was a child gifting Brett. You know? Just put it out there, like.
Yeah, a child with a 25 gifting level. Yeah, that makes sense.
Just put it out there, like.
More to try and put blame on Luke. That's probably what people are trying to do.
No, Caroline in your comments.
Caroline,
she has a massive issue with me and continues to come for me and continues to go everywhere trying to get people to hate on me. It's
Does Caroline get in a box? Does Caroline want to get in a box quickly?
She can get in a box if she likes.
Does she want to get in a box and have a say no screaming and shouting if you do? Last chance.
Yeah, but I'd probably think the same as maybe what Brett thought. Well, it's a 25 gifting level. Why are you trying to, cause hate on me and make out that you're a child when you're not? That wasn't a child. I knew you wasn't a child that gifted Brett.
Yeah, the child account
snowflakes
would have had to been set to 18 plus anyway, because you don't have the option to top up if the account's under the age of 18, I believe. So, you know, Alex, that child was 10. Spending tens. It's still a child. It's still an underage person gifting. It doesn't matter if they're 14, 10. It doesn't really make a difference in my eyes. You're still going on about a child gifting on the app. Like, do you know what it is? Do you know why I see it different? It's because I've been around and I've seen how dangerous this app can be.
Yeah, the dark
with
web.
Like adults contacting children. We've seen it from time to time. And I think that's where my mind is wandering over. Because We all try and get children off the app when they go live because they don't want adults to be gifted.
Shut up, Alex. You promote the dark web. You've been on there for 10 years, for fuck's sake. That's what you promote. Yeah? The shit that goes on the dark web. Be quiet.
Know how dangerous the app is. It works both ways.
Full of it. How is he having his opinions on TikTok? Is he not having his opinions on the dark web? The shit that goes on there? Yo, I've done my research in the dark web. Don't get me started on the dark web.
You're saying...
Have his opinions over
Luke,
there.
I'm not calling Luke out. I don't know why Luke's being mentioned in this situation here. I'm saying the whole situation could be dealt with different as a whole.
And I don't care what anyone says, because I know that people go on the dark web for various reasons. I understand that. But however, you're also promoting the other shit that goes on the dark web by going on there.
Just because on Luke as a host, you need to understand that. I ain't digging anyone out here. All I'm saying is that whole situation it's a lot of pick-me people. You know? A lot of pick-me people. The ones that, oh, look at me, you know what I mean? I'm in this live, I'm this person's mod, you know? And we've seen the Discord mods beefing. It's like, let's who can be the next right-hand person to the creator? Who wants to be the creator's best friend? Pick me, pick me, pick me. That's what happens in the lives. That's the truth behind it all. There's a lot of pick me people that are there standing out saying, you know what, guys, it's it's me, I'm here, you know. Alex, I'm your mod, I'm telling everyone. I know, Ash. Easy option to stop this is turn gifts off. But people won't turn gifts off because if people turn the gifts off, if the gifts left this app tomorrow, there'd be none of this. You know? That also isn't Luke's. Oh my God. You're not listening, Jules. This is what I mean, Jules.
Sorry, I'm going to say that I think the person that shouts the loudest about shit like this is, you know what I mean, needs to be fucking questioned. Because it's constant, man. Do you know what I mean?
So, you're saying that wasn't Luke's Discord, it was an uncensored chat made by Lee? Right. Oh, right. But they're also mods. I'm not talking about Luke. They're also mods of them. It was a mod beef going back and forth. Pick me people.
Listen, you don't care. I'm not even going to play it. Listen, let's let's get to the fact you don't care. Okay, stop. Been on the dark web for 10 years, for fuck's sake. More goes on fucking over there. Go and have those opinions there. Right. Canadian Angie Rex introduced, we're talking about clout chasers. Oh, you want to have all the clout chasers?
They go live. And then they start going live when you go live. So now that's affecting my job.
No, hold on a minute. It's not affecting your job. People can go fucking live whenever they want.
People can go live whenever they want. But then why should I help them? I think I was talking about people that get pinned, you know, that I see quite a lot, you know, and I just feel if it's your job, you just be careful who you pin because they're probably going to be doing the FYP at the same time as you. So you